Hello, my name is Jacques. I'm the pastor here at the Crossroad, and we've been here for about 8 years. In the last 2 years, we have purchased this building that we're in right now, and God has done a wonderful thing. To my left, this is my wife, Sharon, and I'll just let her say a little bit about herself.
Okay, it was about 30 years ago that we were raised in a Catholic home, and we knew about God and we knew that He died, but it wasn't really real. And one day we heard a prisoner, a convict, who had been in prison for about 15 years, and he was giving his testimony how God became real and walked into his life. And so it was at that time I realized I had known about Christ and about Jesus, but he hadn't really walked into my life. And so my sister had received the Lord, received Jesus, and her life changed. So I said, okay, how come her life changed? I want my life to change. And so one night I went to bed and I said, God, whatever has happened to her, whatever you've done, I want that in my life. And at that time He came in and my whole life changed, and He started talking to me and saying what He wanted me to do and what He didn't want me to do. And so now everything was just so real, and the love of God came into my life that I cried and cried, and people thought I was sad, but I wasn't. It was tears of joy, because suddenly I realized that I had been lost and that God had come into my life, and He was real, and He wasn't just someone who was way far away, but He had become very real and personal. And so it changed my life, and not long after that, my husband, seeing such a dramatic change, that he committed his life to God also. And it changed our children, it changed everything. Even our 4-year-old son, he knew something happened, and he also committed his life to live for God, and he is now presently a pastor. We have 3 sons, and they're all in the ministry working for God, and so God has just blessed us immensely and healed us, and there's so many things you could never cover in 3 minutes, but God is so real and so wonderful, and I thank God that He's in our life.
So what happened to us? We got saved and we got raised into a move of God. God began to move in our home. Someone came and had a Bible study. We lived in Cornwall all the time. We had people from Montreal, from Ottawa coming down on Saturday night, and God would show up and heal people from cancer, heal people that had damaged disc, people that had a short leg. There was always a move of God. Every Saturday night, God would show up, and we thought for 2 years that was normal, not knowing it's not always normal. So after a while, about 3 years after, we moved to Toronto. We got involved with a church there. We worked very hard. We raised our kids. God blessed us. But one time, we felt in our heart we had to move and go on our own. We had to, it was like God had deposited that need to go reach other place. So we felt compelled to come around this area. So we came to Belleville, and we looked in Belleville, and somehow nothing happened. There was no connection there. But when we came to Trenton, that's when God began to open the door after door and after door. And as we came over here and we settled down here, we began to work with teenager. There was nothing for teenager. For 5-6 years we worked with teenager. Every Friday night we had meeting, and we saw a lot of teenager change. Their life changed, because they would make a commitment to Christ, begin to live a godly life, read their Bible. So God directed us this way until one day it's like God says, it's time to start a work, a church where everybody can come. And that's when our oldest son Travis came with us, and we started on the other side, on the other building. And since then, God has been changing the lives of people that are seeking for Him. It's not about us, it's not about other people, it's about God changing people's life. All we are is delivery people. We deliver the gospel, we deliver the good news. People make a decision, and God begins to change their life. So we want to give all the credit as pastor here to the Lord Jesus Christ, the one who saved us, the one who restored us, and the one that is sending us to all the world. Beginning with this Jerusalem, this city here, Trenton. Anything else you want to add, sweetheart?
No, we just thank God. And well, maybe I will add that the people here are really our family. We love each and every one of them. And it's just such a free, wonderful, big family. And I was from a family of 20 children, so to me it's just like a bigger extended family, and it's just awesome having each and every one. They're very precious. And that's it.
Thank you.